And as I mentioned, if the radical right started a campaign to shut down public ed, it would fail. It would be too far. So their strategy is to find issues, any issues that divide us, and begin to erode parents' faith in education. We started with masks and what went on with people wanting masks or not wanting masks. We've got the conflict over virtual learning. We've got the allegations about pornography being taught in the schools, pornography in books in our libraries, whether teachers are grooming kids or not. Someone pointed out in an interview earlier this week that all teachers are grooming kids. Some of them are not aware of how they're doing it, but that virtually all teachers are groomers, which is just a ludicrous proposition. And when we talk about the strategy that they're using, we had people in the 70s with earnest but very conservative beliefs that were looking for a party, and now we've got a party looking for people. And you get people by popularizing a hot button issue like, the war or environment or our bodies. And now that hot button issue is our kids and who gets to control what kids are taught in public education. They wanted to give parents a voice and to get education out of the hands of the government, like the government is a really, really bad thing. And, DeVos was in for 4 years as head of Department of Education. She didn't make a whole lot of headway in that. But then the far right had this opening with McAuliffe's gaffe. They've got this incredible gift. And unfortunately, he never adequately corrected the gaffe. And it costs McAuliffe in large part the election, and it really empowered the radical right to move into this space, this education space where parents felt disempowered, and to claim it as their own, and that they, with charter schools and with and anti-public school sentiment, would be the saviors in all this. And the result of the gaffe was pure gold. And the folks who are interested in promoting either charter schools or no schools that the public pays for at all are just eager to mine this this illusion that public schools are not working or that parents are not involved. And it's important to know when you go, I don't know how many of you have gone to school board meetings, but there are very agitated people who stand at the podium and scream, pornographer, pedophile, communist. It's almost a caricature at the school board members. And some of them are earnest parents who truly believe what they're screaming. Some of them are not. A lot of them are paid operatives of some very conservative dark money groups that are in a position to churn the system to find folks who can be concerned about schools and may want to go to their side and look at charter schools because they have become aware of these purported issues with our public school system. And I will say again, these are issues that don't actually exist, but they're making hay with this. We had, as I mentioned, the 2021 election. In the Republican response to Biden, you may recognize Kim Reynolds, who's the governor of Iowa. In her response to President Biden's State of the Union address, about a third of her speech was on, we must listen to parents, we must give parents choice, we've got to do something about education in this country. We've got now an Ohio Senate candidate who is running almost solely on the platform of abolishing public schools. And our Virginia congressional candidates, we have almost all of them are running on a pro-charter school, anti-public school platform of some sort or another. This is coming to us in our next elections, and in some ways is here. For those of you who have followed what went on in Richmond, in the last legislative session, we had legislative proposals to seriously control what things teachers could or could not say in the classroom, to give tax credits for homeschooling and charter schools, to have a constitutional amendment that would allow private religious institutions to get state funds as state schools do, to have the State Board of Election approve charter schools, not the local schools. One that was it would be a serious travesty, is to allow lab schools to be put up by for-profit businesses, not by colleges and universities. And it goes on and on and on. And but for the brick wall that the Senate, the Education Committee in the Senate put up, we would have these enacted now. But we need to understand that the fight for this in the political arena is on. And if we're not engaged in it, we are losing.